Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So this is part 2 of my visit to Helios Antiques in Weedon. It's just off the, well, it's on the high street, I should say. And yeah, it's a very big antique shop. It's a really good visit. It's got lots of nice glass, but it's got some superb furniture as well, because I do like my furniture. Anyway, let's just get on and have a look at the glass that was there. Nice little Art Nouveau vase. It's like something, it's got a little polished pond underneath, needs a wash. But yeah, that's nice. That is really nice the way that's done. With the ribs running underneath. Someone like Stuart or someone like that. I doubt I'll find it though. Yeah. Could be anybody. There's so many companies made little vases like this. Back in the day, people weren't going out and buying long stem flowers. They were going out in the garden picking their own flowers, so little vases like this were common. So when I started doing these videos, I think I said something about me not doing my own research, that I will use other people, but in actual fact I am actually doing that now. And I've been ploughing through the Pottery Gazette, pulling out adverts from the Edwardian era. And do you remember I was saying about how hard it is to identify glass and that people are copying each other and blah blah blah? I say that a lot. Yeah, so this is one of the rabbit holes I've fallen into. So that little vase that we were looking at is called, in these adverts, is often called a tube vase. Okay. So the problem is that so many people were making them and they were very similar. So this one's a bit different. This is from the Anglo-Belge Glass Association, which means it's come from Belgium. Okay, so I have a few adverts. There will be more by the time I'm finished, I know. But anyway, I'll just show you a bit of what I got. Here's another one from the Anglo-Belge Association, Glass Association. And this one is actually closer to what we were looking at, but it's not exactly the same. And there's some slightly different ones here. Okay, so these are from Belgium. Get to the right place. Then this one is a Bohemian one. No, keep clicking the wrong thing. This one is also a Bohemian one. You can see where this is going, can't you? So this one is from a sales company called Clayton Mayers, a retail company. It's saying they're importing stuff from Limoges, so this might be French. I don't know. They don't say. They just, all you know with these ones is they were sold by Clayton Mayers. Now they may have had their own exclusive designs. Latest flower tubes, look at that. So they may have had their own designs made, or they were buying them as they came. So we've got another one here. This is by Richard Green. These are manufacturers and Stourbridge. This one is kind of a bit like it, but not the same. We've got another one, but this one's got a bit of cutting on it. And here's another one by Richard Green. A bit like this. So yeah, there's lots of them, and I can keep going. That's the problem. I haven't finished my research yet. I've got a few thousand more pages to get through, but you get the idea that those kinds of vases are very hard to ID. I know that, so these are all Edwardian. I know that in the Stuart crystal catalogues they were still making them through to the ends of the 20s, because that's they're in the, and they've got like a dozen of them in the back of the Stuart crystal catalogue from 1927. So yeah, very hard to ID these things because so many people were making them, and people that you've never even heard of, and people were importing them too. So yeah, that's a problem. I think this is a bit of uranium glass. It kind of has a glow about it. I don't know if you can, I mean, yeah, it's got some light coming in, but it has its own kind of glow that's not the light coming in. It's got a bit of wear and tear on it. I don't recognise it. That is some ashtray. The depth of it, you're going to have a lot of ash in that. You must be smoking big old cigars. Got a couple of labelled Dartington pieces. I don't recognise this. I've not seen this before. That's quite cool. I think I have seen somewhere. Not in Northampton though, somewhere else where I was. And got this one here. I think that's a tea light. And it too has the label on it. Got the black label. In fact, is it the same label on both? Yeah, black label with a gold middle. We can look up the dates for those. And look at this. That's solid. Yeah. I have no idea. I've not seen that before. It's just a solid chunk. It weighs a ton, and you've got a little case nest, and that needs a... Oh, no, you can't see it. Yeah, you can see it now. With daffodils on it. What we're looking at is Dartington glass, the first 20 years by Linda and Stuart Smithson. And yeah, these are the vases we were looking at. They're called, they've got macho vases. I wonder what that is about. Anyway, they come in different heights, from 3.5 inches to 6.5 inches. I think that was the biggest one we were looking at there. And the year these are from is 1981. I think I've seen one before, but not very common. Oh, just saw this coming up the stairs. It's a Pietra tabletop. So this is inlaid stone made to a mosaic of a horse. Lots of samples of different marbles on it. So all you need is a table base to put on it. In another room. This is the main room by the entrance. There's the entrance. Yeah. And he's got a bunch of decanters on the table. He's also got a bunch of glasses up here, but we'll come back for those. But I'm going to do these decanters. This one here, this is Stuart Crystal one. I think it's Glengarry. Yeah. There's another one which has got an extra Libby on it that's called Hamilton, but this is Glengarry. The way the lip is means it's pre-1990s, I think. Got another one as well, another pre-1990s one. I think this one's called Arundel, but we can look this one up as well. We're going to have a bit of an adventure with this decanter. This is the 1927 Stuart Crystal catalogue that's downloaded from the Stuart Crystal Collectors Facebook group, and all of the catalogues I'm showing you are on that group. So this one here, 21102, and you can see it's got the same chevrons, cut lines, panels, but it's got two faux rings. It's a different shaped decanter, but with the same pattern cut onto it, and actually the same stopper style. But I think this decanter's in this catalogue 3 times. Look at it here, then if I scroll back up a bit, it's not, no, not there. Keep going, keep going, keep going. It's a bit of a way for this one. Is it here? Yes, look, here it is again. And they're giving it a not different number here, 23516. Slightly different glasses. These ones don't have ball knops, but yeah, but they're the same decanter with the cut mushroom, like the one that we were looking at, but then with this this wheat husk chevrony pattern, cut lines, panels. Let's scroll up again. This one's near the beginning. I don't want to pass it though. Don't want to go too fast. And here is it again, and they've called it Georgian here, 21102, which is another pattern number. The glasses do have ball knobs, but they're a bit taller. There's more of them. There's jugs as well, and I think there might be. Is there another one? I'm not sure. Certain. Yeah. Oh, no, not quite the same, but similar again. Chevron cut lines panels, but this one's a bit different. So, yeah, this pattern's been a while. At 1927, there was quite a few different versions of it. I think that's it. I hope it's it. It's not. I don't think that. No. So yeah, there's 4 versions of it in the 1927 catalogue. If I go back to 1938, there's just this one, which is a 21102. And again, it's still not the barrel-shaped decanter. And then if I go back to, oh, here we go. Oh, 1964, we're going to go with that. So 1964, we've got it in here. It's called Arundel now. It didn't have a name before. And here it is. But now we've got this stopper, this shaped decanter, but we don't have the barrel-shaped decanter still. And but we've got it in a square decanter. And then if I jump forward to, I think this is 1972. Oh, wrong one. This one. Here's Arundel again, showing it here. It's got hot glasses now, which weren't with it before. And it still doesn't have the barrel-shaped decanter. So I've got 4 different years with the patterns. 27, 38, 64, 72. Different shaped decanters. Some slight variations on it. But no barrel-shaped decanters. So the only thing I can conclude from that is that it's squeezed somewhere in that period. Now, it's not, I don't think it's a post-1981 because of the way the decanter's made, but somewhere in that time period between 1927 and 1972, and possibly to 1980, they made barrel-shaped ones. It just never got into these calendars. So it is what it is. But it is called Arundel, that pattern. And we've got this one here. This is a Waterford one, and I'll look this one up in replacements. Yeah, as I said, Waterford always has a premium because the Irish like their own glass. But yeah, we can look that up. I don't know what that pattern's called. So this is a replacements.com website, and the pattern is called Kylemore. You can pretty much ignore the prices on here. This is just off the scale. Yeah. I think that's about 4 times what we were looking at, 3.5 times, something like that. Anyway, yeah, a lot more. And I was hoping they would give dates on here, because sometimes they do. They give a start date and end date, but they don't in this case. Looks like there's 2 shapes of decanter. Let me go back. I think if I go back, it shows you more. Where's it gone? Oh, they've rewound the whole page to the beginning. Let me go down. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. 4 shapes of decanter. So you've got the one that we were looking at, that one, barrel shaped, and this one here with a bulge in the neck. So yeah, I did go to the current Waterford website, and they don't make that pattern anymore, so it's definitely not new, but I don't know how old it is. Yeah, and I've looked around. I've actually checked another website, this one here and this one here, and yeah, I was flicking around in it as something else, but yeah, they don't tell you here. They don't even have it in this one. But anyway, yeah, I can't give you any dates for it. I just know it's not new. They don't make it anymore. Now, I've seen this one before. I don't know if I've looked it up. I think it might be Wedgwood. I'm not definite. it's also a bit like some of the orifice ones as well. I don't know. I'll try and find it. And then over here we have a pair of more Victorian ones. Probably looking at them, probably mid-Victorian. They're quite cool. They'll be. Look at how badly the stoppers are fitted and made, as usual. And yeah. What we're looking at is the Decanter Ancient to Modern by Andy McConnell. And out of all of the decanters that they've got showing on here, the one that it's most like is this one here. Kind of like the overall shape of it, the way it's made. I can see that it's very difficult to tell, but yeah, the way the stopper is made is a very similar way to the one we were looking at. He's saying 1840 to 60. I think that looks like a fairly decent date, so I would go with that. Look at this. Yeah, if you're looking for nice furniture, this is the place to come. It goes on and on. But anyway, we're going to have a look in the window. There's some bits in there. Let's go and have a look. It's got Bird's Custard 1960. I don't recognise the handle is later handle, so yeah, I don't recognise that at all. It's a bit of, you can hear the clocks going off. There's a few other bits and pieces in here, a bit of Empoli things. Now that looks like some of the Moses stuff. I've seen the one in the pink one in the window there. I will see if it matches. I'll have a look. So I've had a mosey around to see if I can find that Bird's Custard jug, and no such luck. There's a few jugs that they did, and apparently they did jugs with Santa heads in the past. It says 1960s here, but yeah, there's a few of those. This one's saying 1950s, and there's lots of glass birds and other birdie related things, or custard related things, or bird's custard related things. There's a different one there, but no glass jug like that one. So I think we're out of luck on the Bird's Custard jug. This book is Victorian Decorative Glass by Cyril Manley, and yeah, I've hunted everywhere. I've looked in several books and I've looked on the internet. I can't find any vases or pieces of glassware exactly like that one. Similar. This is similar. It's a blush though, but the actual style of the decorative work on it is similar. And yeah, but it's not the same. But the shape of the body is the same. And what he says on here about this is very interesting, because basically he's telling you that this is one of the few cases where almost identical articles have been produced by continental English glassworks for commercial purpose. This jug is continental, differs from the English type in a number of ways. Hollow 4, English one would be solid. English glass blower would not pull the top up, blah 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 blah. So yeah, he's saying lots of people did them. You'd have to really know the different techniques for making them. This is where learning the techniques, but without having one of each and comparing them and reading this again, you don't really get to learn it. He's dating this 1910 to 20, but some of the others I've seen which have used this kind of style of decoration that are sort of like into the sort of like last quarter of the 19th century. So here we have someone's collection of salts. What is nice about some of these, so at the moment none of them are jumping out and going buy me, but there are a few that are a bit better. These two, are they pressed? Oh yeah, they're pressed. They're mimicking Irish glass, so they're quite cute. But look how tiny some of these. Look at this. You know, literally that's just like a finger's worth. So some of them are tiny little things. Yeah, it does look like someone's collection because there's some unusual ones that I've not seen before, like this one, the ones over there at the back, which actually in the front in the window. Yeah, there's some really unusual ones. So I'm pretty certain this is somebody's collection. These ones, I think these ones might be Davidson's Jacobean pattern. This is quite stylish. Looks very 50s, 60s. Has it got any marks on it? No. What's it got in? Crystal vase. Yeah. Stuart did a pattern that's similar like this on some of the decanters, but I don't recognise it, but it is like a post-war, postmodern pattern. I was talking about postmodern there, and I thought, yeah, I can't find that vase, but I should explain myself. So this is the whitefriarsglassworks.com website. This is the 1957 catalogue, and these are what you'd call postmodern type cutting. It's kind of very usually a bit geometric. Sometimes it's quite tight cutting, or it's very stylized, I would say. It's not like Art Deco. I'll also, so I'll show you, I've got some Stuart crystal patterns in the pattern book that I had earlier. What page am I on? So if I scroll down, you start to see some of these strange patterns emerge, like this and this. Look at these ones. They're not your traditional cutting. You know, they're a bit off center somehow. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to describe them other than that. It's not Art Deco. It's usually very stylized. Sometimes it's quite formalized. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This kind of thing. There's quite a lot of it in this because this is the whole pattern book. If I was to scroll through the whole thing, I could go through picking things out, but I won't. But this page is the page which has got the kind of like the most bits on it that are kind of relevant to what I'm talking about. And you can see even this is like vertical lines, and then you've got these like offset bubbles, and that had like little offset little horizontal lines, didn't it, between the verticals. There's another one, look, you've got horizontal lines with little offset squares in them. That's the kind of thing that I was looking at there. These are all from that same thing, but when you go, oh yeah, you've got vertical lines with little offset patterns in between them, and there you go, you've got a similar kind of style within this style. I recognise these. These are Stuart Crystal hot glasses. I recognise the etch template. This is a pre-war thing. Yeah, I bet they have a nice ring to them. Yeah, that's nice. Have a look at this too. Yeah, I don't recognise it. Don't recognise that. What's it got written on this one? This one looks like some of the Waterford patterns. So I might look for that one. It's quite a big old basket. So we're looking at the Stuart Crystal 1927 catalogue that I've downloaded from the Stuart Crystal Collectors Facebook group. And yeah, so this is 1927 again, and you've got this tumbler here with this same etched, stencil etched grape motif, and you've actually got a whole service down here. Now I've been going through this and through the 1930s one I've got, and yeah, it's not, that exact glass is not there. Let me show you what's here. I'll scroll because this does appear several times and it's always with the Stratford pattern, but those weren't, and I've got others that are not with the Stratford pattern as well. So I'm wondering, are they post-war? So you've got one here with the Stratford pattern. That one, actually no, this one here isn't with the Stratford pattern, so I'm saying that I must have missed that. And then you got some tall glasses there, not there. Somewhere here there is some hot glasses, but yeah, so these are hot glasses here. This one has got the grape motif, but yeah, it's Stratford pattern, and that's not what those glasses were. Those glasses were more like this. And then there's even grape dish. Yeah, it's used several times in this catalogue. So it might be more that it's a 20s thing. It does reappear in the 1930s catalogue, but not so prolifically. Scroll. Oh, this jug's got it around the top here, and then there's another service, look here. And I think there's another service, but I won't keep going. Yes, I will. Let's find it. Find it. There we go. And another service with this same etched pattern, but again, different style. So it appears back in the 20s they were using it more than they were in the 30s. I think there's another one then, if that's that one, because I don't remember that one. Is there another one? There must be. Yeah, there it is. And there's another one. So yeah, they used this etched grape vine pattern, stenciled pattern, I should say, quite a lot in the 1920s. They were still using it in the 30s. So this is 27. My next catalogue's 38. And then I don't have another catalogue until 1964. So we've got that huge gap. And it doesn't appear at all in 1964. It's completely gone. So it might have been used post-war. I don't know. But you could go with dates as early as 1920s, in which case you're talking 100 years old, really. So there you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, there's still loads more lovely glass to go. Yes, it is a really good place, and the furniture is really nice. And in fact, when I went there initially with my wife, we did actually buy something, and maybe at the end of this I'll do a little video and show you what we bought, because we actually did buy something else across the road and put them together. So yeah, so that's my wife's purchase, really, not mine, but you know, I just do as I'm told. Anyway, all of the references I've used will be in the description below. All the contact details for Helios and, what is it called? Helios and Co Antiques will be in the description below. And yeah, so that's it. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a good night. Good night.